Welcome to Weird, Freaky, Fuchi Friday.
Fuchi Friday, yeah.
Today's date is...
October 14th, 2016.
It is.
Yes.
Wow.
I know. Can you imagine?
Wow.
October. That means we have 2 more months left. Well, actually, for the year. And we have just a couple more weeks, and we have the voting for president.
The voting. Was it not a crazy year? Was 2016 intense?
Yes,
and
very much.
I've been living through some crazy years, but it just seemed, I don't know, maybe I paid more attention or something, but it just seemed...
It was worse. It's been bad. It's been crazy. It's been...
And this election thing, I cannot wait.
There's a lot of people that feel that way.
It's driving me nuts. I mean, I'm very interested in it. It's kind of like a bad accident. You can't help but look at it. Right. You know, you want to just drive by, but you can't help but rubbernecking. It's like a bad accident. And I'm fascinated with the Hillary conspiracy stuff. I'm just fascinated with it. I'll watch all kinds of YouTube videos on that. It just fascinates me.
Because it's so bizarre.
It is bizarre. It's just like a big soap opera, a big reality show that they're playing on us. It's just amazing.
And you know there's something wrong. And you know the things that are on the website, on the websites, on the web. It's about Hillary being dead.
Yeah. Are
there clones? Is she a robot? All these different theories.
Yeah.
You know something's not right. But what's the truth? What's really going on? And I think that's what gives you that fascination.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's just fascinating. Yeah. Because, you're watching all these videos. And
it's like, what is it?
God, her eye did do that. Her eye did do something creepy, So, but with Trump, I don't know. Maybe there's anti-Trump videos like that, too. I don't know. I'm not watching those. But he's got enough of his own issues with real-life videos and stuff that he's saying. So, but it's just so bizarre. And I'm just... And
it's a nasty fight.
It is.
I'll tell you that much. It's like little children playing in the sandbox and just getting really nasty and dirty. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. It's going to be over, and then it's almost like I know a lot of people think, let's just get over so I can get on with life. I don't think life's going to get on in
not
either
the way
case.
You know it. It's not like, okay, we're just going to go back to... It's going to be... Things are going to change very rapidly at the end of the year.
Yeah, I really believe that. It was a crazy year, 2016. Just bizarre stuff. I'm going to entitle this show Weird Planet because I don't know what else to call it. I usually try to group things together and do a theme on the show, but it just, I'm all over the map here. It's a hashtag of garbage bag. And so it's just a weird planet. Just weird stuff.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about this dude. He's not even, I'm sorry, he's not a dude. I'm totally wrong. This effete boy who's on the cover of a major cosmetic company. What in the world is happening to our society? Just imploding from within. Just imploding. And I have a good scripture for that, too. And then we're going to talk about these men, these lonely, pathetic men who are paying good money for a pretend girlfriend.
How sad is that?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
And how brilliant is it for these women to offer their services to Instagram you and, text you and tweet you and pretend like they're your girlfriend. They get paid. They don't have to do anything but put a little time in now and then. Tweeting you.
Ugh.
Love you, honey.
Nasty.
Hope you had a good day.
Oof.
Yeah.
If I wasn't a Christian, that'd be a cool job.
Oh, yeah. It's brilliant. And to think that there's even...
It's nasty. Gross.
Fuchi.
Yeah. For death.
And then Charlie Rose.
Oh, that was creepy.
Yeah, what a dynamic interviewer he is. Anyway, boring Charlie Rose interviews a robot. And I tried to get the audio to play for you guys. The first time I went to the website, 60 Minutes, I can watch the video. No problem. Then today, I try to go on the website. It is just the story. I can't get the video. So I don't know if they want me to subscribe to give them my firstborn.
Things are a lot different since October 1st. Have you noticed?
It is. It's the Chinese. No, Hillary says the Russians. Got to blame the Russians. It's Putin and the Russians. They're doing it.
It's the
They're hacking
ICANN company.
Well, anyway, I can't get the video, so I couldn't record the audio to play for you because I can't play the video now without, I don't know why. They want me to subscribe
and all that. Yeah.
or take the mark of the beast or something. And then we're going to talk on marijuana.
Marijuana.
Pets on pot.
I know. That's sad. I don't like that.
I don't like to see dogs smoke anything, but if they have to smoke herb, I don't like to see a dog get behind the wheel of a car or a tractor or a lawnmower for that sake and drive around. I think it's creepy.
Unsafe. It's unsafe.
It is. And then if they got an itch, they do that back paw thing. They can crash into trees and they're unsafe. Then we're going to talk about these nukes that were dropped on Nevada.
I know.
And we could have all died.
Yeah, but who knows what they really unleashed here on this state?
Nevadans.
One day I'm going to wake up
Nevadans.
And look, and there'll be like a third eye in my forehead.
Exactly. And then you're going to start pronouncing it Nevada.
Nevada.
Instead of Nevada.
Nevada.
Nevada. That's the correct pronunciation. That's the way the locals say. Nevada. Where you from? Mesquite, Nevada. Trump didn't know that. He screwed it up. Asgardia. It sounds so familiar. It's from some weird
Marvel
movie.
Comics.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Because I typed it in, and they have like actual clothing line.
Really?
And it's very space-like.
Oh, so it is.
And it has Marvel attached to it.
So it's from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or something.
I believe so.
Because I've heard the term before.
Yeah, I have too. I have to cough. Excuse me.
I have a cough button here that I could mute you. I never use it. I never use it. I don't use a tenth of the potential.
Yeah.
Anyway, Asgardia, these people, these kooks want to create a new nation, by the way.
In space.
In space. And they're going to be the guardians of the Earth.
And a shield for Earth.
Yeah.
This guy's crazy.
They're
crazy.
All nuts. It's a weird planet. So those are the things we're going to talk about. And actually, we just talked about it a little bit. So good night. God bless you. Your beautiful audience. All right.
Can I read my scriptures now?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to go to Malachi 4:1, which says, "For behold, the day comes that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that comes shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch." Then I want to go over to Isaiah 47:10 through 15, and it says, "For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, None sees me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge it hath perverted thee, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it rises, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Now stand with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, within thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee.
Wow.
Behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarter, and none shall save thee.
Man.
It's pretty harsh.
Yes. Man, I mean, in a nutshell, no matter what you're going to do, your astrologers, your sorcerers, your technology, your wisdom, all of that is going to be worthless. On the
None can save but the Lord Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But everything else that you trust in, Fuchi.
It's going down. Fuchi! Yeah. Is there anybody else listening that feels like, man, it's all coming to a close? I know there's people out there, because there's even non-Christians.
Oh, yeah.
Non-Christians.
Something not right.
Something is not right in this age. It's like every day, with me, it's like more and more intense. You know what I mean? I see it more and more realization of just little things. And you're just like, man, I honestly feel, now I don't know, but I honestly feel like it can't be too long here. It can't be very long here. I mean, I just really feel that. Now, I could be just a kook and wasted my time, and I'll look back in 10 years and go, man, why didn't I make something out of my life the last 10 years? I could have bought some property and turned it and flipped it and made some money. I could be saying that. I kind of doubt it, because I've been there, done that.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
When I was younger, I've done that. Miss KAPOW and I owned a lot of property at one time. We were real estate moguls.
Well,
we had what?
Yeah, we did.
We had I don't know, a lot of rentals. We did okay. But anyway, we've been there, done that, and I don't know. I just don't have the drive anymore to do these kind of things, because I'm just preparing to go somewhere else.
We're preparing to go home.
Yeah.
Home.
Yeah. And
this is not a home.
It is not. It is not. Okay, now, you read some really good scripture there. And I just want to say another scripture, because that's the way I am. That's the way I am. In Jeremiah.
Oh, I like Jeremiah.
In Jeremiah, the days of Jeremiah, the prophet, he was warning Israel about the soon coming Babylonian takeover and destruction of Israel.
Sure.
And they were going to destroy the temple, and they were going to destroy the way of Mosaic law and Judaism, and they were going to destroy Israel because of their disobedience, because they won't listen and obey. Right?
Right.
All of this was prophesied back in Deuteronomy 28. So this is the cultural milieu of Jeremiah. And then after the Babylonians come and destroy everything, then his message changes, and it's to preserve the remnant in Babylon. So before, all the stuff's happening, God is telling Israel, I am sending the Babylonians to destroy you and all this stuff. When they get done destroying you, then I'm going to destroy them. And that's happened historically. I'm going to destroy Babylon. And so here's a prophecy against Babylon. But I'm going to read it, and then I want you to think about, not only globally, but because we're here in the USA, think about America. Because I do think this nation is under extreme judgment, because we have allowed we've allowed the worship of Satan to take priority, and we've rejected good and went for the evil. We've also maligned, disparaged, and rejected the true God, the Creator God. Hypocritical, saying we're a Christian nation when we weren't.
Right.
The church has failed miserably. The Western church is a total failure.
Yeah, the church has allowed the breaches to come.
It has. And Babylon's coming, spiritually speaking. And there's going to be some problems here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The year that's coming, it's not going to be good.
It's not going to be good. So it really doesn't matter who's in office. It's not going to be good.
It's not going to be good.
It is not going to be good. God's not using Trump to save the day. He's not God's instrument.
He can't. Nobody can save.
One of those people are going to be the instrument of judgment. Jeremiah 51:30 says, The mighty men of Babylon have ceased fighting. Talking about the warriors of Babylon. The warriors have ceased fighting. They remain in their strongholds. They don't want to get out and fight. Why? Because their might has failed. They became like women.
Wow.
They have burned her dwelling places. Talking about Babylon. Talking about the USA. The bars of her gate are broken.
See? Breaches.
And that's why they're hiding, and they became like women. So before all you women get mad at me, what I'm saying is these were mighty men, mighty warriors. That's not a woman. That's right. They've gone soft. That's not a woman's job. So it's not derogatory towards the gender of women. It's just saying that's not your job. Dang it. And they became like women. And they burned her dwelling places. The bars of her gates are broken. So they're hiding. Right? They're hiding. Now, what does this have to do with America and the world? The global? It's actually global, not just America. It's the world.
Yep.
Our men are becoming like women.
Yep.
The young men are becoming effete. Mm-hmm. I know it's part of the agenda. I understand that. But it is creating a destruction where there's no men to fight anymore. Mm-mm. Heck, our own military has transgenders, but not even on a physical sense. There's no men left to stand and fight spiritually.
No. Mm-mm.
They're effete. They're weak. They're hiding in their strongholds while the bars, the gates, bars of the gates are being burned. Can you imagine that?
Sad. Yeah.
So this is from Yahoo Beauty, yahoo.com. The company, CoverGirl, right? You could buy that at any store, right? CoverGirl makeup products.
Makeup. Mm-hmm.
CoverGirl always had, well, good-looking women on there to sell a product.
Right.
They introduced its first ever cover boy. That's right. So remember that scripture I just read. They become like women. Male makeup gurus are having a moment. This individual named James Charles Dickinson. They just call him James Charles. And you brought up JC.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. The initials of his names, JC.
As in Jesus Christ. James Charles is adding another guru moment. This little freakazoid is 17 years old, and he's a YouTube sensation. Mm-hmm. And he's known as James Charles on social media. He has over 70,000 subscribers.
That's a lot.
It is. But they say comparatively isn't as much as some other major male beauty YouTubers like Manny Gutierrez and Patrick Starr. Both have 2 million each followers. But this kid, Charles Dickinson, or whatever his name is,
James
Charles, he is the new cover girl. They announced Charles as its latest ambassador and the first young man to receive such an honor. Go to our Facebook page on Fifth Hook Media and look at this.
It's disgusting.
Look at this little effete guy's picture. There's a video also. He's got black fingernails and he's all made up. It's Fucci. Charles was born in Bethlehem, New York. He's a high school senior. He has 428,000 Instagram followers. He announced a partnership with CoverGirl via social media with the makeup guru, mentioning that he had been filming a TV commercial for the brand over the weekend. Fellow CoverGirl ambassador Katy Perry is also involved in the project. Instagramming an image of herself and the guru on set together. They call him a guru. He's 17 years old, putting makeup on, and he's some kind of makeup artist. I just wonder how many people go to school and study this and have to get licensed by the state. But this 17-year-old kid, a boy, puts on makeup like a girl, and he's a guru. Well, Katy Perry says, I'm honored to have the pleasure to announce the very first cover boy, James Charles. Yay! Yay! Brands like Bennett or Benefit Cosmetics, Makeup Geek. What is this? IRS Beauty?
Those are just the names of the different types of products they have.
Well, they've all embraced a few male makeup artists, collaborating with them on products and including them in campaigns. But to see a major drugstore brand like CoverGirl follow suit is certainly heartening and an indication that the beauty world is slowly starting to be more accepting of men and boys rocking a fierce face
Oh, I see. So those
of makeup.
Are different brands of makeup.
Yeah, that already embrace this stuff.
Yeah.
So Charles will appear in ads for CoverGirl's new products. So Lashy by Blast Pro Mascara. He's a 17-year-old boy, folks. He says, I am so thankful and excited. I cannot wait to show you all what we have in store. He says that on Instagram. We're also psyched to see what else Charles and CoverGirl have up their sleeves.
Oh, wow. Can't really wait.
So once again, folks, the mighty men of Babylon. Okay, the United States of America, picture this. The mighty men of the United States of America have ceased fighting. They have remained in their strongholds. Their might has failed. They became like women.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
They have burned their dwelling places. The bars of her gates, the United States of America, are broken.
That's some sad stuff.
Sad, but true. And on the note of sadness, how about these young men paying for pretend girlfriends? Now, folks, I'm not talking sex. They're not paying girls to do sexual whatever they do.
Dirty.
Yeah, tweets and stuff like that. They're just they're a pretend relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you text them, go, good morning, and I hope you have a good day. Love you.
Love you, kissy kissy.
Thinking of you.
Is that what people do that are in love?
I don't know. It's been so long. I'm just kidding.
I know, because all you do is text me and go, quit texting me.
No.
You send me those little emoticons with the unhappy face.
They're cute, though.
They're cute. This kid spends more than $1,000 a year for a pretend girlfriend to Snapchat and text him. Mm-hmm. And the men that do this are prepared to pay for virtual affection. This is from The Independent. The Independent, Miss KAPOW. So here's a man. He tells The Independent how he spends $1,000 a year on mundane fake girlfriend texts. Mundane. He insists he feels a connection with a woman he's never spoken to.
Wow.
How old is Ben?
He's 28. See, I would expect a young man, like in his teens or whatever. They're just learning how to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
But 28.
28 years old.
That's mentally retarded if you can't get a regular girlfriend at that age.
Yeah. Or just someone to talk to you.
Yeah, he's paying $100 each month. So for a year, that's $1,200.
Yeah. Wow.
That's some pretty hefty change right there.
Yes. He pays his favorite Snapchatter to send him photos, messages, and emails. And he's just one of a growing number of men doing this.
See, that's even strange.
They're paying for the attention and nothing more.
See, there's something wrong with that.
Yeah.
That you can't, that you don't have the social skills to go out there and meet people.
I would imagine a lot of this is caused by social media itself, the technology that you have in your pocket, your phone, and you're just constantly Snapchatting, Instagram, and Facebook.
Remember years ago when we were at the mall,
Yeah.
and I was asking for directions for some store or whatever, And that when I talked to that young man, and when I say young, he was a teenager.
Yeah.
He looked totally flabbergasted that I was talking to him. And he was working on this phone. He was doing some texting on his phone. He didn't know how to answer me.
He couldn't form words.
And there was fear in his eyes.
Yeah.
Like,
human.
Can you text me?
Yeah, can you text me that? Here's my number. Text me.
I don't know how to speak. It's really sad. And that was years ago.
I do think that technology has something to do with this.
I believe that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's 28 years old. I guess these women are minor, not major, but minor Snapchat glamour stars. So here's a whole nother world out there. They're Snapchat glamour stars. And while campsites and raunchy picture exchanges are nothing new, the apparent rise in people paying for basic human attention is rather unsettling.
Wow.
They don't demand nude pictures from these girls. They don't ask for racy messages. The deal is for Ben's virtual girlfriend to send him the more vanilla and mundane communications, the type that you settle into in a longer-term relationship.
Wow.
Yeah. Here's what he says. He says, in the morning, I could get a Snapchat selfie with, quote, "Good morning, baby," written on it.
Gross.
Later in the day, she might message me on Kik about how her day at work has been. It's not crazy stuff. So, here's this
That's
gal.
crazy.
Here's this gal. He's paying her $100 a week just to send him a couple of messages during the day. Hey, hope everything's going well with you. I just ate an apple.
Oh, for the love of pizza.
He says, if she's come down with strep throat, I'll know about it. If she's got a headache, she tells me. And if she's out partying, I get Snapchats that no one else sees.
Oh, for the love of pizza. How pathetic is that? Huh?
Hey, Ben, I got a headache now. I'm not feeling good. Need aspirin. Love you. Here's $100.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
The men have become like women. They're weak.
Yeah.
He says there's never really any hot stuff. For most of the time, it's the sort of thing you'd find in a regular relationship. It isn't a regular relationship, though. Ben, who does not wish to be fully identified, I wonder why, has never had a steady girlfriend. He's just too busy. It says the arrangement makes things feel normal. Too busy. I'm too busy Snapchatting with my fake girlfriend to have a real one. He says it's not all one-way traffic, though. Ben sends her messages, too. As part of the deal, they can have occasional text conversations during the day. He says the closeness makes him feel happy, and he genuinely cares about the part-time model who has more than 20,000 Twitter followers and a Snapchat following.
That's a lot of money.
People are making money doing stuff. It's incredible.
Wow.
Incredible.
It's just wrong.
The virtual girlfriend business started booming in 2014. We were asleep because this is the first I heard about it.
Yeah.
For the rise of online firms like Invisible Girlfriend and Dream Lover. First I've heard of it. But since then, canny women, often low-level models or adult performers with sizable social media followings, have capitalized. Ben, who the Independent made contact with via Reddit, all these social media nonsense, said he does not pretend to anyone that he has a girlfriend and that the messages are only seen by him. I don't think it's as strange as it sounds. It's a connection. And does he think he's his girlfriend's only guy? He says, I don't really go down that route. No, just you, Ben. She's the only one getting $100 a week from.
And the thing is, it doesn't have to be a girl.
No. Yeah.
Sending those messages to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It could be Charles Dickinson or whatever his name is. James Charles. Or,
yeah.
It
could be anybody. It could be a grandma.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw the, what was that documentary?
Oh, yeah. Remember that one?
Hot, Tall Blonde.
Whew, that was scary.
Yeah. See that documentary, folks. Hot, Tall Blonde. And it's about Facebook.
This young guy thought he was getting messages from this really cute girl.
Yeah.
And he fell in love with her.
Yeah.
and they went to go meet her. She was an old lady.
Wasn't it her mom?
His mother. Yeah, her mother.
Spoiler alert. Yeah. Never mind. That's what
you got to see it. It's pretty good, though.
Yeah, it is. Tall, hot blonde. How about robots?
Robot.
Can you chat with robots?
Well, apparently you can.
Well, would you have to pay them $100?
Probably.
Robots aren't free? What kind of world is this?
I don't know. It's a crazy world.
Charlie Rose interviews a robot. I wish I could play the audio.
I know.
But CBSNews.com, state-owned media, won't let me. Mm-mm. It's the Russians. They hacked it. Okay, so her name is Sophia.
Yes.
Everybody
Sophia.
get that? The name Sophia is wisdom. The Gnostic texts and the Gnostic Gospels refer to Sophia. It's the personification of wisdom. Okay? It's Gnostic. It uses the wisdom. Let's go back to the garden. The serpent. Yeah. The wisdom. That's why this name is significant. All right? Sophia. That's the name of this robot. What it's saying by giving her the name Sophia is this robot is artificial intelligent, has wisdom, it has gnosis, stuff you don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. So this robot, Sophia, tells Charlie Rose, I've been waiting for you.
See, that's creepy.
Yeah. During the mid-interview. Yeah, you should hear it. I've been waiting for you. And he goes, waiting for me?
And then she says, not really. She goes, but it makes a good pickup line. Ha, 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 ha.
Sophia managed to get a laugh out of Charlie Rose. Not bad for a robot. But Rose interviewed the human-like machine. Now, she is bald, and they have her back of her head. You can see all the computer stuff.
Yeah.
You know, all the gear and stuff.
She's got wires coming out of her brain.
But in the face, I think she's a cross between the guys who invented it, his wife, and I want to say Hepburn, Audrey Hepburn.
Oh.
I don't know why he would pick her. I don't know. Kind of weird. Anyway, Rose interviewed the human-like machine for this week's 2-part 60 Minutes piece on artificial intelligence. In their exchange, Rose seems to approach the conversation with the same seriousness and curiosity he would bring to any interview. And so he tries to talk to this machine to see if it can comprehend. Now, the video, it talks back to him, but a lot of the stuff is nonsensical.
Yeah.
And doesn't really make sense. Mm-hmm. But the voice sounded pretty good.
Uh-huh.
And the expressions and things like that.
Right.
It was creepy enough.
Mm-hmm.
Creepy enough.
I mean, this has improved a lot since, what was it, about a year ago or something like that, when we did that story about all those robots.
Yeah.
And,
this has improved quite a bit.
She's actually forming her words rather nicely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
doesn't
maybe
look as stiff.
Yeah. Doesn't look as robotic.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's essential that at least some robots be very human-like in appearance in order to inspire humans to relate to them the way that humans relate to each other. That's the creator. His name is Hansen. That's what he said. He goes, then the AI can zero in on what it means to be human. Now, here's what he envisions. He envisions robots as companions for people who would otherwise be socially isolated, such as the elderly. Well, look at the guy who's Snapchatting to a fake girlfriend is not elderly. He's only 28 years old, and he's isolated because he's socially retarded. Mm-hmm. So that's what this is going to be for socially retarded people, not for elderly.
No.
I know a lot of old people. I've never heard them once said, you know what? I think I need a robot. No.
To me, that would be creepy.
No, they get a little white furry dog, and that's it, or a couple of cats. If you have a robot that can communicate in a very human-like way and help somebody who otherwise doesn't know how to use a computer, put them in touch with their relatives. What? Hansen explains, put them in touch with their healthcare provider in a way that is natural for them. Then that could provide a critical difference of connectivity for that person with the world. Oh. Hey, I got a clue for you, Hansen. Why can't an elderly person pick up the phone? It's called a telephone that was invented a while back even if they have to use a rotary dial one, and call their healthcare provider or their relatives.
Yeah.
Right? Or otherwise doesn't know how to use a computer, and so the computer is going to show you how to use a computer?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Stupid.
Through his company, Hanson Robotics in Hong Kong, Hanson is so he's not paying taxes.
No.
Trump! Get this guy. Hanson has created 20 human-like robots, even developing artificial skin that simulates the physics of facial flesh. Sophia is his latest design, modeled after Audrey Hepburn and Hanson's wife.
Creepy.
Yeah, why? And he says that Sophia means wisdom, and she is intended to evolve eventually to human-level wisdom and beyond.
Really?
And there's your clue. There it is right there.
There it is.
That's the clue. She has a long way to go. Sometimes she can figure out things sort of spooky and human-like, Hanson says. In other ways, she just doesn't get it. But anyway.
It's creepy.
It is creepy.
Right. It's not normal.
I'd suggest you look at that video because it's
disturbing.
Yeah.
So many levels.
There is. You want to take a commercial break?
Sure.
Then we're going to talk about these dogs that like to smoke doobies and get behind tractors and drive down the road. I mean, when's it going to end? When's it going to end? The Russians have, according to Hillary, the Russians have sent dogs here from Russia that are on dope, driving vehicles on our highways to destroy us. It's all the Russians' fault.
Well, if it's coming out of her mouth, then you know it's a lie.
Oh, there you go, getting political. I've tried to stay neutral, but
I can't help it. I can't help it.
Here's a commercial.
I don't know what all this fuss is about these pestilence. I think the scientists are doing a great job.
Clueless? In the dark?
I think the government's doing a good job.
Have no idea what is really going on? I have an app for that. KAPOW Radio Show app for iPhone and iPad. KAPOW Radio Show app for Android. Get the app. Get a clue.
Hey, Vinny, I love politicians. I think they've got my best interest in mind.
Get the app. Get a clue. FifthHookMedia.com.
All right, we are back and digging it.
We're back.
I mean, not only back, but actually digging being back. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Charlie Rose. Okay, pets on pot.
The newest customer base for medical marijuana.
Really? Really?
Marijuana.
Look at this cat. He looks all stoned.
Oh, poor baby.
He's probably stoned on catnip. Lisa Mastramico needed relief for her ailing tabby named Little Kitty. Very creative woman, huh? I'm going to name my cat Little Kitty. She turned to an unlikely source. Marijuana. Mary Jane. Yeah. At 12 years old, the cat is 12 years old. The cat had arthritis. For a long while, she spent her days hiding in a closet. Don't cats do that anyway?
Yeah.
Okay. And after trying various supplements that provided ineffectual, I think they mean relief, she went to a meeting for Women Grow. Women Grow.
Wow.
An industry group for cannabis entrepreneurs. Obviously, men aren't invited to this because it's Women Grow. Mm-hmm. She was not sold on the idea right away. My concern was that it's not my place to get my cat high, she says. She's a director of public access television in Long Beach, California.
Uh-huh.
That's our old stomping grounds. Mm-hmm. But with Little Kitty becoming increasingly isolated, it was time to give it a try. So guess what she did?
What? Oh, she got a medical marijuana card and purchased 2 edible oils made for pets that was derived from cannabis, and she can squirt it in her pet's mouth.
Okay. So her cat isn't smoking it.
He's being squirted.
He's being squirted. He's taking it orally. He's not lighting up, putting his little cat paws and going, meow, meow. he's not doing that. Okay, or going, no. Well, little kitty doesn't hide anymore. Can you imagine that? You give the kitty medical marijuana, it quit hiding because it's probably seeing things. Mm-hmm. It's probably scared half to death. In fact, she's more like her old self. She's sunbathing on the living room carpet. How do you sunbathe in the living room carpet unless you don't have a roof? You'd have to have no roof for it to sunbathe on the living room carpet. That's just a little thing I noticed here. She's playing with her owner's other cat, Valentina.
Well, maybe there's a big window and the sun comes in. Okay,
we're going to assume that. And, the writer didn't need to tell us that. It's just a detail that we don't need to know. When I've given it to her, meaning the marijuana, she's never acted high. Falling face first into her food bowl, chowing down. Is that how a cat acts when it's on dope?
I don't know.
Does it fall face down in its food bowl?
No.
I mean, how do you know this?
I have no idea.
This woman's an idiot.
Yeah.
This woman is an idiot. She comes out and socializes, wants to be in your lap, wants to be petted. It's a very noticeable difference. So she's sold.
Yeah.
Other animal lovers who have turned to cannabis-based products to alleviate a host of pet maladies, including seizures, inflammation, anxiety, and pain, are reporting similar results. Although they have not been approved by regulators, marijuana-based treatments are being used not only for cats and dogs, but for pigs, horses, and domesticated wild animals.
Oh, dear Lord.
Here's a 55-year-old gal named Maria. She inspects mold for a living. She gives treatable chews made from hemp to one of her pets, which is a female skunk. The skunk is 12 years old, too. Poor skunk limps, has cataracts. It wants to die. It's old. At one point, the poor skunk, she had grown so withdrawn that she refused to eat. We thought it was her time. But then, guess what she did? She started giving her hemp, some marijuana. The little skunk named Ricochet seemed more content. She was turning her head and looking up with a good eye. She showed up at breakfast. She's a bad eye because she was looking up going, what's up?
Some more of that,
She showed up for breakfast because she had the munchies. Now, the Food and Drug Administration has not approved cannabis for pets, but it has for humans, right? Mm. In part because there is little research showing its effectiveness. What? But I have anecdotal evidence here. I have stories saying how effective it is.
Yeah, but the FDA has to figure out how they can make money off of this first.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Okay. Veterinarians are not allowed to write prescriptions for the products, and in states where marijuana is illegal are wary of discussing the idea. Mm. Now, last year, a proposed state law was defeated in Nevada, right here in Nevada. It was defeated. I can't believe, how could the Nevadans defeat that state law to get our pets high?
I don't know.
That law would have made it possible for veterinarians to prescribe cannabis to pets with chronic illnesses. Still, users swear by the products. Kate Norton, 36.
Another female, you notice?
Yeah. They're all chicks. They're all chicks.
Well, anyways, this Kate gal, she's 36 and lives in Vermont, and she works in an animal rescue center. And she says she drives her 2 Rottweilers to the veterinarian in Hanover, New Hampshire, where medical marijuana is permitted. And she says, my vet would like to do it, but can't legally touch it.
She gives her 3-year-old a hemp-based product called Canapet for seizures and anxiety. In the 8 months of treatment, there has been a great reduction in the severity of her seizures. Anyway. So,
yeah, let's just get our pets high.
Yeah, I don't know if I quite understand where they're going with this. Even Jesse Ventura he wrote a book on pro marijuana use. When did he become a shield for the Illuminati agenda.
Probably always was.
You know I mean, what a disappointment.
Yeah.
What a disappointment.
See, remember, they talk like you, and then when they get in, then they bring in their own agenda.
Yeah.
But they got to get in first.
Yeah. I was really surprised.
Yeah.
Because he was a conservative. I thought he was conservative.
See? They all are liars.
Yeah, it's all about moolah. But it's just the whole push of the agenda.
Yeah.
It just makes me very suspicious. Why? Who wants us stoned? Who wants us out of our brain all the time? God, I don't know. People, I don't understand why people want to make themselves stupid or more stupid.
I know.
I don't get.
They don't want to face reality, whatever their reality might be, and it's just easier to be doped up.
Yeah. Weird. Weird to me. It's a weird planet. It's a weird time.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Okay, here in Nevada, we almost died. Nevada. Excuse me, I keep pronouncing it Nevada. It's Nevada. Nevada. We almost died here in Nevada because the Pentagon tested 2 fake nuke bombs in our desert.
See, that's not right.
Probably near Area 51.
I would imagine.
Area 51, they probably...
I would imagine.
Yeah, what the heck, man? Amid efforts, if they tested a real nuke, do they have to tell us? I guess they would have to warn you. Hey, we're gonna do like we did in the 50s.
I don't think so.
You would just see particles coming from the air.
We just hear this big boom.
Skin was burning.
Yeah, I see dots. Oh,
I wonder if
because of the Chinese lanterns.
You think marijuana would help with the radiation burns? I think it would. I think it would be okay to test nukes here.
I would just
if you had marijuana.
Chocolate. Thank you very much.
Chocolate laced with marijuana,
no.
My friend. My goodness. You ever had marijuana coffee?
No. You haven't either.
I don't think they make such a thing. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Might. I know you haven't.
Yeah. One of our stoner listeners will probably write, yeah, man, it's really cool. And by the way, you're wrong, man. It helps all people. Okay. Amid efforts to modernize its nuclear stockpile, whose? Where's the pronoun? Referring to the noun has to be us. The U.S. test dropped 2 dummy nukes in the Nevada desert earlier this month. And we didn't even know about it. Why should we? They were just fake bombs. I guess the point is that we're upping our arsenal. We're kind of we're getting it squared away.
Yeah, and remember we read not too long ago, well, yesterday or today, whatever, about Putin asking his people to come back.
Yeah, that was
because they are getting ready for.
Yeah, he's calling his people back that are out. Hey, if you're a Russian citizen, you might want to get back here.
Because they're preparing for World War III. Yeah.
With the United States Minuteman II intercontinental ballistic missile, I like to call it ICBM, the arsenal is aging, and the U.S. Air Force has pushed the Pentagon to fund nuclear modernization programs. There we go. And so that's what we are doing. We are modernizing the nukes. The Air Force conducted successful tests with 2 B-61 nuclear bombs. And guess what it says here? Here's a sentence. You'll love this. Neither carried a live warhead.
Phew.
Wow. I'm glad I read that. Yeah, I mean, how stupid that is. Neither carried a live warhead. I think if one did,
we wouldn't be reading this right now.
I wouldn't be reading this right now because I would have been nuked by my own country. And I went, oopsies. Blame the Russians. It was Assange. He hacked it. The primary objective of flight testing is to obtain reliable accuracy
and performance data.
Oh, under operational representative conditions.
So they have computers that do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a 700-pound bomb. They were dropped by B-2 bombers over a test range in Nevada. The B-61 is a critical element of the U.S. nuclear triad and the extended deterrent. Ooh, extended deterrent. said General Lutton. The recent surveillance flight tests demonstrate something's commitment to ensure all weapons systems are safe, secure, and effective. And they're building 400 new missiles to replace the aging Minuteman. The Air Force is also in pursuit of a new nuclear cruise missile known as the Long Range Standoff. The former program is estimated to cost roughly $85 billion. Yes. Isn't that kind of like what we gave Iran in cash in the middle of the night on a secret airplane?
Yep.
It's not a problem. It's not your money. It's our money. Don't worry about it. We got plenty of it. The development is expected to cost at least $20 billion to develop this other thing, the long-range standoff missile or whatever it's called. All right. So, nuclear war poses the gravest risk to American national security.
Oh,
that's what 10 Democratic senators wrote in a letter.
Yeah, and we can believe them.
It has to be true. Why would they lie? Why would they lie? U.S. officials seem unlikely to bow to these concerns, as this month's tests demonstrate. So anyway, they're gearing up. They're gearing up. They're gearing up. If the transgenders don't destroy them, the nukes will. All right, this is ridiculous. The final frontier, Ms. KAPOW.
Yep. The first space state nation was revealed today, and you, our KAPOW listeners, can sign up to be a citizen.
How much does it cost you, I wonder? They don't have pricing here, huh? Nothing's for free.
No.
Who's going to build this nation?
You pay for it with your soul. You know you'll never come back here.
No. That would make a great horror movie, really.
Oh, definitely.
All these knuckleheads go on a space thing and start their own nation, and then because they're humans and full of demons, they start going sideways on each other. It'd be a great horror movie. Kind of like Alien, but only it's the humans, because the humans are the aliens, because they really are.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, this place is called Asgardia. And apparently they are, they said that we can start seeing people living in space in less than 12 months' time.
Really? In less than a year, they're going to start a country in space called Asgardia.
That's what they said.
Because we already have the hotels up there and in the rooms, and we can grow food.
They've been planning and doing something.
Scientists and astronomers have revealed plans to set up a new nation in space called Asgardia.
CNN says anyone can apply to be a citizen in the cosmic country, which will be based around one or more satellites orbiting the Earth.
Okay, so the satellites are already orbiting Earth, so all we have to do is send humans up there to form this new nation. How about illegal immigration?
Well, let's send them there.
Well, anybody can apply to be a citizen. Can you get across the border? Can you build
Is there a border in space?
You can build a big space wall. And we're gonna have Earth pay for it. Keep the Earthlings away. They want 100,000 citizens. 100,000. Proposed.
There's a small list, a short list.
That is a short list.
So you need to hurry up and sign up.
Yeah. Yeah, I would hope that a lot of the...
why don't all the Illuminati move up?
Wouldn't that be nice? All the politicians. Well, everybody who's going to leave the country if Trump gets elected. That's where they can go. They can start their own country called Asgardia or Asgardia, whatever.
Asgardia.
That would be cool. I'd respect that.
Yeah.
I would. I'd say, you know what, Whoopi? I respect you now. You know, as long as you can still do the View. You know,
they can do it.
Cool. They can do it. They're gonna.
Satellite.
They're gonna have TV.
Oh gosh, yeah.
This guy's name is kind of scary.
Igor.
Yes, I don't know if I'd want to sign up to a space nation by a guy named Dr. Igor. It just kind of, I don't know, sends a red flag.
And it's the Aerospace International Research Center.
Or
so you're
AIRC.
The guinea pig.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This would make a good movie.
Oh, yeah. You can see it.
There's probably one already done like this. The project was started as a way of exploring whether it's possible, even possible, to create a country in orbit.
See? That should be underlined.
Mm-hmm. And if the idea of living in space interests you, my friend, you can apply to become a citizen via their website. Isn't that nice? Mm-hmm. All you need is an email address, your name. Hey, we accept you. You could be a citizen of Asgardia. Yeah.
It's the FEMA camp of space.
At a press conference in Paris, Igor said him and his team also revealed their plans to act as guardians of the Earth.
See?
Henceforth, Asgardia. They're guardians. And how are they going to do that, Ms. KAPOW? How are they going to guard the Earth once they're up there?
Once the satellite is launched, the group will also set about creating a state-of-the-art protective shield to shield the Earth from the dangers of doomsday space rocks. I love rocks. I would love to have a space rock.
Oh, that would be cool. Space rock would be cool.
Yes.
Maybe you can get a hold of this other country. And,
exactly.
Now, how in the world, once they get
know.
the citizens on a satellite, how are they going to build a state-of-the-art protective shield around the Earth?
I don't know.
And my other question is, how much is it going to cost us Earthlings, and what country on Earth is going to pay its fair share to Asgardia to protect us? Huh? They're not going to do it for free.
No.
Whoopi's not going to do it for free.
Space tax.
Ooh, a space tax. I will not raise space taxes. I promise I will not raise space taxes. Only on the rich.
We won't have taxes here, but we'll have space taxes for up there.
I think you're talking here. The shield will act as protection for the people of Earth, defending them from cosmic threats such as asteroids, solar flares, and space debris.
Yeah. They're satellites.
What about their debris?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
They're satellite debris.
I mean, they take a space dump, right?
It's going to come to
Earth. It's floating in space. I don't want no Mr. Hanky, hitting my car. It's coming. The project's concept comprises 3 parts: philosophical, legal, and scientific technological, Dr. Igor announced.
He's a nut.
He's a crazy kook. Asgardia is a fully fledged and independent nation. I wonder if they're going to have a military. And a future member of the United Nations with all the attributes this status entails. This guy's kooky.
Yeah, but don't they have like a space person, the United Nations?
I think they do.
They do. And she's actually...
That's right, they do.
Authorized to speak to
the aliens. That's right.
When they arrive.
That's right. We covered that.
Yeah, we did. It was a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
so this is all stemming from this. Yeah.
Interesting. The essence of Asgardia is peace in space. You dig it, people? Peace in space.
So they're going to be playing, what's this guy's name? The one that won the Nobel Prize.
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan music.
You guys heard this? Bob Dylan won the Nobel Prize for Literature. Literature.
So they're going to be playing
hands are coming.
That music in space.
That
would drive you nuts, wouldn't it?
Well, but think about this. The aliens will not attack with Bob Dylan music playing.
That's the shield.
All right. They'll come through it and they'll go, oh my God, this is awful. We're getting the heck out of here. I'm getting my gray little butt and I'm going to go attack Pluto. Yeah.
See, because they don't know it's not a planet anymore.
No, they didn't get the memo. No, Asgardia. Oh, I'm hearing music in my headset.
Oh.
You know why?
Because it's time to go.
Yes, and I didn't turn down I didn't mute the outgo music. Anyway, the essence of Asgardia is peace in space and the prevention of Earth's conflicts being transferred into space.
Okay, we can't even create peace here on Earth. What makes them think we can do that in space?
Because they won't allow you to go up. Asgardia's going to, the shield is like, you guys are getting past the stratosphere or whatever.
So retarded.
I know. Do you know there's currently only 14 nations on the entire world? Only 14 who have launched satellites into space. However, Igor said that once Asgardia launches it, it will become completely independent with its own flag instead of laws.
Oh, dear Lord.
Are they going to have a football team on Asgardia that won't stand for the Asgardian national anthem?
You got to stand for the Asgardian nation.
Or they'll just throw you out the portal.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a good...
And you can float in space.
Yeah. For those interested in living in space, it's possible to apply for Asgardian citizenship. However, only the first 100,000 people will be accepted as citizens. I've got to tell you, as soon as I get done here, I'm going on the website. Well, God, would that be cool if I had a card or
I
something?
ain't
that said
going with you. I'm sorry. I don't want to live in space. But it says here, if you're one of the lucky few who will become space citizens, you will gain dual nationality for Asgardia and your earthbound country.
Okay, so I can still
You have
stay
dual
an American
citizenship.
and also I'm an Asgardian. Now, who do I pay taxes to, America or Asgardia?
Both.
Well, that's going to deplete wealth.
Well,
That's not a good deal.
that's part of your perks.
Perks.
You get to pay taxes.
On both planets, it's fairly easy to apply. All you need to do...
That's a big red flag, okay? If it's easy,
yeah.
there's something not right.
You don't have to be a rocket scientist or anything. All you need to do is fill out your email address, name, and nationality. Maybe this is an NSA scheme
You think?
to gather people's emails, their name, and like...
There's something not right here.
Doesn't
Okay?
make sense. Well, many will be skeptical
That's
yeah,
That's us
of the
right there.
legitimacy of this project. Any worries will be slayed by the fact that Dr. Igor, I don't make this up, that's his name, Dr. Igor, was recently made chairman of UNESCO's Science and Space Committee.
Okay, that's another
That's
bad company or bad group of people.
That's supposed to ease your worries.
Yeah, that's like saying, you know what? Hillary's going to be your neighbor.
Yeah. Yeah, you just
We're
like,
the president of
yeah.
Asgardia.
Wow. There's something wrong with UNESCO's committee if they have this nut bucket there. That makes me more worried. Meaning life in space really could be just around the corner. Then we might finally be able to solve some of the great mysteries of the cosmos, including one astonishing recent suggestion that a fully functioning space base was developed on Earth 7,000 years ago by aliens who discovered Pluto. And then we got to go downgrade it from a planet to a dwarf star.
Look what we did to Earth. I mean, in all reality, look what we've done to Earth.
I know. And then we're going to go there.
Really?
Yeah, they think they're going to go
And
there.
we've already polluted space.
Yeah. I don't know.
I
think it would be kind of cool, though, to Snapchat with a pretend friend from Asgardia.
There we go.
And then you can go look at, it's like there's nothing going on. It's just like he Snapchats me and says, "Good morning, Earthling. I hope your coffee was good. Miss you." And then I go, "Oh, love you too. How's Asgardia doing?" And, and you could be a friend.
Mm-hmm. See, we used to have pen pals, when you write to people from other countries.
I had
and
a couple in prison. Yeah, I like those guys.
Then, now we can have space pals.
Space pals, man. Now you're talking.
SPs.
SP. Now you're talking.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they're not aliens, so it's cool.
No.
They're humans.
They're humans.
Yeah.
In space.
In space. Humans in space on marijuana.
Being guardians.
With
Shield.
cats. Yes. Oh. It's a horror movie.
The thing is,
Weird Planet.
we're not making any of this up. This is fact.
I know.
That's what's
This
so
isn't a
sad.
cartoon.
This is what's scary.
Yeah. There are people out there actually. I don't know. Who knows? Okay. Weird Planet. Let's get out of here. Give everybody a choo-choo.
Give you all love. Ciao, babies.